Tick tock. Christmas is almost here. We need to get all of our Christmas preparations complete, and this group's activities are all about Christmas. Paired with this group is a wonderful book about a child's exploration of snow, The Snowy Day by Ezra Keats. A fabulous wordless book that I'm sure your child will enjoy. If your child hasn't put up their tree, it's time. We suggest taping it or penning it upright on a door or a wall. Felt sticks to felt, so the ornaments will stay on the tree even though it's vertical. There are two bags of ornaments, one with your child's name on it, and the other a variety of ornaments in different sizes, colors, and shapes. Working with the tree is a great time to work on positional words and size words. For example, you could ask, can you find the small purple circle next to the big yellow square? Can you show me three sized squares? What color are they? Can they identify the letters in their name? Can you put the letters of their name in the right order? Whatever you do, I'm sure you'll have a great time with the little felt tree. Next in our group, we have another fun sewing activity. In your bag will be two pieces of red burlap shaped like a boot and a piece of brown ribbon which will go around the top. You can sew the red pieces together or you could glue them together. Both work. Once the stocking is done, you can work on the ribbon. We were trying to be fancy and wrote the name on the ribbon and then stitched over it, but you could just use a pen and have them write their name on the ribbon. Fold it in half before they write their name, or they'll use the entire space of the ribbon to put it on, and then the name will go from the front of the stocking to the back of the stocking. Next, you want to stitch the ribbon onto the stocking. Please be careful not to stitch all the way through, otherwise you will shut the stocking close and Santa won't leave any treats. I think it is time to make a piñata to celebrate Las Posadas. Making a piñata, if you've never done it before, is super fun. And in your bag or box, you will find a bag with two types of paper, plain paper and colored paper. We're going to start with the plain paper first. Be forewarned, making a piñata is going to take a couple days. Not work time, just drying time. The first step is to actually make some glue. The easiest way to do this is out of flour and water. You mix 1 part flour to 2 parts water. You want to make sure to mix the mixture so that there are no lumps and that the mixture is thin like pancake mix. Next, you blow up the balloon and then you dip a strip of plain paper and cover the balloon until you see no more balloons. And you continue all the plain ones all at the same time. If you want to put the little cones on, a perfect time is at this level. You make the little hats and then put them on with the little rubber elastics and then cover the rubber elastics with more paper. You'll need to set the balloon to dry somewhere. It normally takes overnight. It should be tried at the touch on all of the surfaces. If you want, you can save your glue in the fridge, um, but when you decide to use that glue again, you want to get that glue up to room temperature, otherwise it'll be too thick. This time, on the next day, we're going to actually work on the tissue paper or the colored paper. Please be warned that the tissue paper runs when it gets wet, so your hands may get colored. It will wear off, but you will want to make sure you aren't wearing any clothes that can get dirty. Play is a dirty business. Cover the balloon with the colored strips. If you want to get fancy, you can cut the tissue paper into squares and kind of bunch them up and put them onto the balloon like we did up on top. I did the easy part this time. The fancy part was done by somebody that actually has skills. Either way, both of them will work. The square methodology takes a little bit longer and a little bit more skill. Once the entire balloon is covered, let it dry overnight. You can throw the rest of the glue away, and then when it's dry to the touch, the next day you can actually pop the balloon and fill it. Um, and I think that will be a pinata, which you can actually then break. I was surprised at how hard the pinata was once we were done making it. So it should be quite the challenge. Il Posadas commemorates the journey of Mary and Joseph made to the end. My family is from Sweden, and we put out luminaries to help them find their way to the end. In your box, you will find some paper bags and a battery operated candles. My family punches holes in the bags using a pencil, which make pattern on the bags. You can see they did a star and a heart, but we've done all sorts of different kinds of patterns, a tree. The light will come through the holes, and then the shadows will fall on the ground, which will be made bigger by the light and will be of that shape. Play with light and shadow is new for our little ones, and I hope they enjoy the experience. When we're almost ready, just one last thing, writing to those that you love. Finally, giving the gifts is so rewarding, especially for the little ones. Making cards is a wonderful way to connect to family and memorialize this Christmas season with something that the child has made. They could be made using their thumbprints by dipping the child's thumb in paint and making a design like the ones we see in the upper left hand corner, or out of shapes of paper that the child makes into an object like the middle one, or strips of paper like the one on the far right. They're all fabulous, and you can have um, the child dictate a message that you can write down on the back of the card and they can sign their name. I can't wait to see what your child creates. Pictures, please. We hope you and yours have a lovely Christmas and a wonderful New Year, and we'll see you next year.